We are going to start with some basic features in Photoshop. So firstly, we'll start by drawing basic shape used in graphic designing, such as the rectangle, the ellipse, polygons, and other kinds of shapes which are used in Photoshop. We'll be also studying how to color your shapes in Photoshop as well. So this tutorial is focusing on some basic principles needed to start Photoshop for beginners. Okay, so this is our Photoshop software which has been opened over here. In the first place, let's start by selecting our sheet. So if you want to select a sheet, you go to File, then you click on New, then you select the type of sheet that you want. So let's say we want an international sheet, so we come here, and here is international sheet. You can select the type of sheet that you want. So we have over here, which is the international paper, the clipboard, the default Photoshop size, US paper. We have photo, web, mobile and device, film and video, and you can also customize your sheet. So for this tutorial, let's select international paper. So we have international paper over here. You selected our A4 sheet, and you can see that the width is 210 millimeters and the height is 297 millimeters. We have the resolution to be 300 and the pixel over here. So we place on OK. Now we have our A4 sheet over here. Now assuming that maybe the kind of work that you are doing, you want to rotate it in a landscape form. This is in a portrait. So assuming that we want to rotate our sheet, you just go to image, then you go to image rotation, then you select the orientation you want your sheet to be in. So here we want it to be in 90 degrees CW, so we select it, and now our sheet has been rotated. Now we have our sheet over here. Now we start by drawing our shapes. In Photoshop software, if you want to draw a shape, basically these are the tools over here, and the one which is used to select or draw a shape is this one. So as soon as you point your mouse over here has been indicated polygon. Initially when you open the software, it shows a rectangle over here, but I've selected polygon over here already. So you right click, and when you right click, you have so many options here. That is rectangle tool. You have the rounded rectangular tool. You have the ellipse tool, the polygon tool, the line tool, and a custom shape. So let's select rectangle tool. Now when you select the rectangle tool, or when you select the tool and you come to the paper, the mouse pointer is supposed to be in addition sign. So what you do is you left click and you draw your shape. So you left click and draw. You can use the same format to draw a rectangle or a square. So maybe you want to draw a square over here, then we draw and release. So now we have our square over here. Now you also want to draw maybe a circle. For circle, you have to go to the same place over here, right click, then you select ellipse tool. So you select your ellipse tool, Then the same procedure, you left click and drag. So you left click as you're dragging, you've gotten a very nice circle over here. Now let us also draw a polygon. The same procedure, you right click and you select a polygon tool. Now in this case, when you select the polygon tool, you can see that the number of size are shown over here. That is size, and here is 5. The default settings is 5. So now maybe you want to draw a hexagon, octagon, pentagon, or heptagon, or any kind of polygon over here. You should decide to choose the number of size that you want. So assuming that maybe you want to draw a heptagon, or say you want to draw octagon, which is 8. So you click on 8, and then you come back to your sheet, then you left click and you draw your nice shape over here. This is a octagon. Now let's try also by drawing a triangle. For triangle, you have to also right click over here and you use the same polygon tool, because rectangle, triangles is also a polygon. So you select the number of size. A rectangle is 3. So you select 3 over here and you draw your beautiful triangle over here. Good. Now that we've gotten our shapes, we can see that the shape has not been arranged properly. So what we do is we want to arrange our work so nicely and presentable. So what we do is we just go to move tool. The moment you place the pointer over here to show up move tool, you left click on the move tool. As soon as you left click, then you see that one of the two will select, or either you come here and select which one you want to move. So we have polygon 2, polygon 1 over here. You have the ellipse, the rectangle, and the background as well. So now we've selected to work on what the triangle. So you shift your triangle here, and it's not in position, so you can use this canvas to rotate it or to reshape it very well. So you can here make it nice. You can also rotate it like this. Good. Now I think it's in good position now. Now after you finish, you go and select another polygon. This is okay. So you come to move. You select move. Select polygon. This is polygon 1. And you shift it over here. Then rotate it nicely. So now we have our polygon, and you can see that the circle tool is not in the right position. So you come here again, then you select your ellipse. That's the ellipse 1. Then you reposition it very well. So now we have our 4 figures on this sheet. Now what is next? Now we want to color our shapes and the background as well. So what we do is, if you want to color, what we do is you just come down over here and you see FX, that is add layer style, the FX symbol over here, which is add layer style. So you bring your mouse pointer over here, then you right click. As soon as you right click, you get so many options over here. You have the blending option, level, and emboss. You have the stroke, the inner shadow, the inner glow, and many others. So for the purpose of this tutorial, we are going to select color overlay. Color overlay we select our color overlay, then we decide which color we want. And before that, you have to make sure that one of the item that you want to color has been selected. And as soon as it's selected, it show up over here. Now we can see that it is the ellipse 1, which is the circle, has been selected over here. So it means we are going to work on the ellipse 1. That's what we are going to color it. So we select the color that you want. Now the default color over here is orange. So assuming you want to change it, you click on the color, then you select the color that you want. You want green, I want it to be deep or black, any color, or yellow. So let's give it something like this. Okay, then you press OK. You press OK. Now you've colored your shape. So you also apply the same principle to color other figures. So now you want to color the rectangle, so you go to rectangle 1, then you select, then you go to FX, color overlay, then you select the color that you want. So say you want to color it blue, or say orange, purple. Okay, so you press OK, you press OK. Now you've colored your rectangle. So let's come to the polygon. This is polygon 1. You selected it, then you go to FX, then you go to color overlay, and you give the color that you want for the shape. So let's say you want to give it no, let's give it yellow. Okay, so now we press OK, we press another OK. Now you've colored your polygon as well. Okay, so we want to color the triangle, and the triangle is polygon 2. Then select that one, then click on FX, go to color overlay, and then we select the color that we want. So maybe we want to color it this way. Okay, then we press OK. Okay, now we've colored all our figures over here. Now let's try also color our background. So what we do is, the background has been locked over here. So what we do over here is, you right click on the background, then you go to duplicate layer, then you can rename it over here, a background copy, or you can give it a name. So you press OK, then we come to FX, then we go to color overlay, then you select the color that we want for the background. So there's it. So assuming that we want this, no, this is not okay, let's try to give it something like this. So now